Welcome to Dunedin Stadium. It's a frosty morning down here in the south. I'm Nicholas Hall and I'm here with
Dave Borry.
So Dave Borry is going to help us out with the commentary this morning. He's a fantastic crew member that helps with the live commentary here in Dunedin Stadium, and it is fantastic here to have you here this morning, Dave.
Well, thanks for having me, Nick. It's a pleasure to share the stand with such a reputable commentator such as yourself.
Oh, stop it, Dave. You've obviously been listening too much to the NZWIHL commentary, I'm sure. We've got our first match of the morning is the Dunedin Women's Thunder versus the Wakatipu Wild. Now, these two teams are fierce teams. The Wild have some seriously experienced veterans that have been playing in the league since it was established. You can see one of the players bobbing on the ice there. It's beautiful to see someone with so much energy in the morning. It's a wee bit of an early start, but it's definitely worth being up for. The Dunedin Women's Thunder themselves also have quite a few experienced veterans who have played in the leagues for quite some time now. And so this is a match that we sure don't want to be missing out on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
With the Wakatipu Wild, we've got, I believe, Kelly Nelson retains her captaincy from last year. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure who the assistant captains or the alternate captains are, rather, as I haven't managed to obtain a pre-match sheet. It looks like we've got Jordan Richmond in net for the Wakatipu Wild. Now, she's a tendy who's been around for a long time, been involved with the Ice Ferns and things like that. So she's going to be tricky to get some pucks past, Dave, and I can attest to that because she plays in my Dill B team down here in Dunedin. So I certainly know she's a good draft pick if you were thinking about managing a team in the future.
I was thinking about that, actually. Now, we want to stop the rumours. There is no relation between the Minnesota Wild and the Wakatipu Wild. They are two completely different franchises, so we just want to stop those rumours.
We'd actually like people to just stop making that association on social media. It's really distorting the fan base. They're getting really confused over here in New Zealand. So if those of you watching from the States could just please stop that, we'd like those rumours to stop. Please.
Speaking of social media, please feel free to go check out the NZ Women's Ice Hockey League on Instagram. That's at NZWIHL. It's looking good.
It's looking good, yeah. So they've dropped a new website and social media channels on Facebook and Instagram. So make sure you give those a like, give them a follow. It would be really good to see women's hockey getting the attention that it deserves at a rep level in New Zealand. We've obviously, something that's you might not be aware of, Dave, is that we've expanded the league to 4 teams last year. So the Wakatipu Wild and Dunedin Thunder were previously 2 teams combined.
Oh my goodness.
Known as the Southern Storm, and so they split off, and so now we have 4 teams in the league, which is just fantastic to see because obviously it just gives some...
Grows the game.
Yeah, grows the game, grows hockey in New Zealand, and essentially that's the goal of the Federation. That's
absolutely.
what we want to achieve.
Do you think there'll be some rivalries from ex-teammates coming from that?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe, I mean, Jordan Richmond playing for Wild now, so I imagine a lot of the girls from Dunedin, know her. So, I'm sure there will be a few rivalries, but all these players have known each other for quite a long time. Even the ones from Auckland, they've certainly seen each other before. So the warm-up has wrapped up now, and as the officials collect the pucks off the ice, the teams are just going to take the chance to have that final pre-game chat. I'm not sure how much women's hockey you've seen, Dave, but who do you think you might have your money on tonight?
Always the Women's Thunder. Always the Women's Thunder. I'm born and bred in Cromwell, so my heart is in Wakatipu, but Women's Thunder all the way.
I like your attitude. You're certainly going to go far in the Dill down here in Dunedin. That loyalty will take you far. Alrighty, so the officials are just collecting the pucks, and let's see if we can work out some starting lines for everyone. I'm just having a wee chat with Dave Dubnick, who's the assistant coach on the Wild bench. He's having a wee laugh about how I'm up here and he's now down there. He's obviously got a bit of an upgrade. So teams shaking hands at centre ice and salute each other. Kelly Nelson from the Wakatipu Wild, the skipper. This is her 4th season in the NZWIHL. And Abby Hill from the Dunedin Women's Thunder, who is probably been playing since the beginning of the NZWIHL as well. So captained the Dunedin Women's Thunder last.
Seasoned veterans here on the ice.
Exactly. Teams head to their net to cheer. Got some quite experienced coaching on both teams as well. We've got Angelique Mawson and Barrett Wilson, who are heavily involved with the league across the countries for the Dunedin Women's Thunder. But we've also got Colin McIntosh. Now, he's been coaching the Wakatipu Wild for quite some time now, as has Dave Dubnick when it was the Southern Storm. So very experienced coaching team on both benches. So let's see how that influences the game tonight.
Absolutely.
Face off at centre ice. It's picked up in the corner by Lainey Keenan. Tipped down by Abby Hill, knocked ahead through the neutral zone now. Thunder with the puck. Abby Hill holds onto it nicely in the corner there. Good poke check from the Wild player. Beth Scott misses it. Kelly Nelson nudges it out of the zone. It's picked up by Anna Golding. Nudged forward. Abby Hill keeps it onside. Kate Vanell in the corner. She gets nudged. Kelly Nelson coming through the neutral zone now. Down, back behind. Deep into the Thunder zone. Takes a shot off the pad. Holds on to her own rebound. Shoots across. Shot. And it's in. That's a goal within the first minute for the Wakatipu Wild. Fantastic work from the skipper there, doing well to get into the zone. And
absolutely.
Not only collect her own rebound, but send it across the ice so that one of her other players could get a goal.
Buried in the back of the net. A bit unfortunate for our goaltender. Well, sort of the Thunder goaltender. I've got to not be biased.
We're not biased commentators at all, Dave. Not at all. What are you
Not at all.
About? Yeah, no, a wee bit unfortunate there. It wasn't the heftiest shot on, I believe that's Ash Dickinson. In net there for the Dunedin Women's Thunder, but yeah, not the heftiest of shot, but it just kind of popped out the back of her pads there after that that play was set up for the Wild. So the puck's now deep in the Wakatipu zone. Attempt to flick it up the boards and hold on to it by the Wild. And the puck seemingly got caught on the back of the net, so there'll be a stoppage there for that delay.
That must be the most terrifying bit for a goaltender, right? When the puck is stuck just behind the net and you don't really know which way to look around to it.
You're like, which way do I slide across?
Clear it, just clear it.
I haven't done much tending myself, but I certainly agree with you there, Dave. I'd hate that feeling. Thunder now with the puck. It's Fuller, she dumps in. Wakatipu Wild beat Thunder to the puck, but it's kept in the zone. It's lost out front, nudged up by the Wild. Lynn keeps it in the Wakatipu end of the ice. It's now flicked out through the neutral zone. Picked up by Lynn again. She's looking for an option. Pressure from the Wild. Behind a good stop behind the net. Loses the player. Now she's got to look for a breakout option. She's coming through the neutral zone. Passes up. Pass not quite able to make it connect. Picks up the puck again on the other side of the ice though. And the Wild nudging, pushing through against that far side board. The Wild now pressured by the Thunder. Couple players going down. Puck goes deep into Thunder territory. Picked up by Lynn again. Lynn goes behind the back of the net. She's looking for an option. Big cross ice pass, not quite picked up by the Thunder. It will be picked up by the Wild, who fight down, battle past the boards. Looks like might be Anna Golding there, managing to get the puck out of the zone. JD Cabral just missing it. It's picked up by Golding again, who dumps it in. A couple of Thunder players taking the opportunity to change whilst it's in their zone. Picked up by Keenan. Intercepted by Kelly Nelson. Shot off the helmet. That's going to be ringing for Ash Dickinson. Pressure there from Vanell. Up to Scott. Scott with it now. Scott takes a shot off the
pads.
Well, that was a good series of play there.
It was,
Dave.
yeah. Lynn was certainly dominating the play there, all over the show. It was good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've got quite a few players that have played in the local league around here, and I think certainly playing as much as you can on the ice certainly helps with
absolutely
with that kind of level of performance. So face off in the wild zone. Thunder hold on to it. Shot. It's a soft one, but the puck seemingly tangled up in the pads of Jordan Richmond there from the Wakatipu Wild, and the referee stops the play.
Good opportunity there for the Thunder, the women's Thunder.
So Abby Hill and Kelly Nelson at the face-off. Wakatipu win the play. They try to get it out up off the boards, up to Nelson now through the neutral zone. Pressure from Lainey Keenan. Good protection of the puck there by Nelson. Golding's going to pick it up. Wheels it round behind net, picked up by the skipper. Fumbles it a wee bit, but managed to get that big stretch pass across, not quite able to make it connect. And the puck comes deep down into the women's Thunder zone. You can see some of the players on the ice gesturing in frustration there, believing that they won the race to the puck there, and that will be an icing. So, face off in the wild zone. Looks like Fuller now for the Dunedin Thunder. Thunder win the draw. Shot goes behind the net. Picked up by the Wild, who break out of the zone. Through the neutral zone now. It's number 2 for the Wild. Bit of a cluster in front of the net, but Thunder managed to get a hold of it. It's Fuller breaking out of the zone now. She's got support. Puck loose. Kept in on the line by
nice.
Thunder. Good work there from Thompson. Passed up to Nelson. Nelson skates into the zone. She's all by herself. She takes a shot. Blocked by Ash Dickinson. Thunder with time now. They need to set up a play here. Wild managed to nudge that puck off the stick. It's sent up ice. Picked up by Texley. Texley fans it. It's going to be picked up by Wild, and they've got a 3-on-2 here. And a shot!
Oh.
And that's a goal for the Wakatipu Wild. Hey, there's a 3-on-2 there with those kind of odds. It doesn't look promising, and the forwards certainly need to be back checking to help those D out.
Absolutely.
To be able to stop a play like that happening.
And the Wakatipu, they're certainly passing super well. They're all tape to tape.
Yep, certainly.
Completing those passes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as I said, very experienced team. I believe they won the league last year. Actually, maybe that was the Devilettes, apologies, but they've certainly dominated for a few years now. Thunder now with the puck intercepted by a Wild shot.
Ooh.
Just narrowly misses the net. Fluttering puck out front. Picked up by Abby Hill for the Thunder. The skipper carries through the neutral zone, holds onto that puck nicely, protecting it well.
Wow.
Through the stick. Beth Scott with it now. She gets poke check. Picked up by Abby Hill, who's going to take a shot. Comes off the shins of a Wild player. Shot again. Richmond getting barricaded now by the Thunder. Puck sent behind the net. Scott unable to pick it up. Kept in by Scott and Vanel. Keenan keeps it in now. Few collisions amongst some of the players in the open ice. Thunder still with the puck, trying to hold it in the zone as Wild desperately try to get it out. Comes out now, Wild taking the opportunity to change. It's going to be carried in by Lainey Keenan, who keeps the puck in, sends it deep behind the net, giving Women's Thunder an opportunity to change now. Big stretch pass up ice through the neutral zone, missed by everyone. Watt's going to have to push hard to get back to pick that puck up. And she does. She carries it behind the net, sends it up ice. That's a good pass there from the Thunder, but tangled up in their end of the ice. Watt's going to have to find that puck deep in the corner once again. A wee collision there. And Lainey Keenan trying to get the puck out of the zone. It's picked up by Fuller now. She carries through the zone, but she gets poke checked. Mills dumps it across, picked up and intercepted by Thompson. Tangled up across the boards. Wild lose the puck, gain it, but then lose it again. And Thunder working hard to maintain possession. They send up ice. Fuller with it now. Picked up by the Wild. Mills with a shot off Texley's shin. Well, that's not the most orthodox way of breaking out, but it certainly worked. The puck went across the blue line there, and that's exactly what Thunder needed, trying desperately to get a change. Now, they've been caught off a little bit here with that change, with a shot by Nelson.
Good save.
Women's Thunder not necessarily doing the best to help out their Tendi there. And a shot tangled up in the pads, and Ash Dickinson covers that puck. Woo, wee bit of a hairy moment.
I'm sweating bullets here. It was good to see the women's Thunder have a good offensive run. They had possession for quite a while in the offensive zone.
Yeah,
a few good shots on goal.
Yeah, it was good to see them actually reciprocate with that 2-goal lead against the Wild and have a couple of opportunities down their end of the ice. Fantastic work from the team.
Absolutely.
And the Wild celebrating there after that face-off, thinking the puck was in the net, but in fact we could see it clearly from up here, Dave, and it was sitting nicely on the back, as we were talking about before. So obviously that net's got a tendency to do that.
Absolutely. Not a lot gets past these officials, so you won't be able to fool them that way.
Absolutely not. Thunder get the puck out of the zone. Wild collect it, circling around looking for an option. Attempt to wheel the puck around the ice.
Oh, good block.
Sent across ice, but no one from either team ready to receive. For now, back to Keenan. It's intercepted by Nelson, who dumps it up ice. Golding is going to have to chase. Nice work against the boards there, gets it out into the neutral zone, but it's picked up again by Nelson. Nelson now by herself, not quite, shot off the back of the boards. It's picked up by Scott, who tries to get it out, but there's 3 Wild players up against that left-hand side of the ice. And it finally comes out now. Cheers from the Thunder bench. Picked up by Nelson again, she's relentless. She skates in, cross ice pass, shot, blocked by Watt, and it goes out of play. Now we're just 10 minutes into this first period here. We're playing 20-minute periods here down in Dunedin. How do you feel the game's going, Dave?
I think there's certainly the scoreboard doesn't quite represent how well the Women's Thunder are doing. The Wild are taking over with control, making more passes, but the Women's Thunder are still playing very well as well.
Absolutely, yeah, they are playing well. Thunder typically at all levels is both male and female, typically quite a young team, whereas some other places across the country we have a bit of a transient population down here in Dunedin, and so kind of draws players in for university and whatnot, and then they scuttle off back to their hometown. Kept in the zone nicely by the Wild there, carried deep, almost, not almost, definitely taking out the official there. And Thunder break out of the zone. Through the neutral zone now, it's Fuller. Keenan stays on the line, keeping that play onside. There's a shot behind
just
the
wide.
net. Picked up by the Wild. Comes out through the neutral zone. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson, big cross-ice pass. Picked up by Coe. Dumped in by Fuller chases. Picked up by the Wild, though. Muhammad tries to pressure the puck carrier. Lynn, poke checking. Player goes down from the Wild, and the puck is dumped deep into the Women's Thunder zone. Now they're going to have to regroup here. Fuller behind the net, holding on to that puck. Skating up ice now. Back check from the Wild, looking strong there. A good poke check from the defensewoman. Kept in the zone by Texley. Texley passes straight to Wild. Puck comes out of the zone. Women's Thunder going to have to regroup here. Pass up to Muhammad. Muhammad flicks it up through the neutral zone, but it's picked up by a Wild player. She skates now across the other end of the ice, coming through the side, gets past one player. Round one player to support, tries to wrap around, puts it in front. Wild keep it in the zone. Shot on net, comes over the top of the stick of Ash Dickinson. Lynn behind the net now. Lynn with it, sends it up ice. Good intercept by the Wild. Now they're going to tuck that puck safely round the other side, or not safely in that regard, to Beth Scott. But the puck comes out the zone regardless. Golding desperately trying to hold it in, and she carries it in herself now. Players from the Women's Thunder take an opportunity to change. Shot from Scott straight into the chest of Jordan Richmond.
Excellent play from the Women's Thunder there.
Yeah, fantastic work from the Women's Thunder. We're seeing a wee bit more passing going on there, which is certainly allowing those opportunities and to have shots on net. Great work from Anna Golding, holding onto the puck there and then protecting it and then doing a nice wee drop pass so that Scott can get a shot off on Richmond. And at the end of the day, you don't shoot, you don't score.
Exactly. They're going to put that on a t-shirt, Nick. You don't shoot, you don't score.
I might have to copyright that one. Wee bit of a hairy moment there for Thunder with Wild winning the face-off and instantly carrying the puck deep into the Thunder zone shot, but it's blocked by the skates of Lainey Keenan. Abby Hale with it now. She's carrying through the neutral zone, crosses the blue line, shot straight into the chest of Jordan Richmond. Great work from the skipper there.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think the officials, the linesmen get a little bit scared when they see that puck coming their way?
Well, I'm not quite sure. You know, I've only just started doing a wee bit of lining myself, and I certainly think that the tendency to be bowled over is high. So maybe they do, maybe they don't, or maybe they're just a little bit crazy and love the thrill of not knowing what might be coming. So Thunder holding on to it now in their own zone. Referees blow the whistle there, and it looks like someone's going to be getting a hooking call. Might be, I think it might be one of the Wild players there. Are you able to see what number and what name
number 2. Can't see the name.
Number 2 for the Wild.
They look like they know that what they did was wrong. I think it was a fair call from the referee, from the official.
Even if it wasn't, you don't want to be arguing with those officials.
No way.
Otherwise, you might end up putting your team in a wee bit of a tight spot. So we'll now have a power play for the Women's Thunder, and they win the draw, but nudged out of the zone. This is good time killing here from the Wild. Held on by number 8 from the Wild, who carries it. Behind the net. Whitney Keenan just narrowly missing the puck there.
Oh.
Wild holding on to it in front of the zone. Watt with it now. Passes up ice, out the zone. She wants to receive that second pass, and she just misses it. Pressure from Whitney Keenan now. Keenan pressuring the puck carrier, and so it gets dumped out of the zone. It's picked up by Golding. She has to get back onside. Fuller now, and it's still offside regardless. There must have been another Thunder player out there on the ice, not quite in position. Wee bit unfortunate there for the Thunder. They've already lost 50 seconds in that power play. They'll be raring to certainly get a goal here. This is an opportunity that can't be missed. Face off in the neutral zone. Good pressure there from Vanel by the looks of things. She tries to take a shot, but it gets tangled up and it sticks to 2 Wild players, and Jordan Richmond recovers. Hey, that was a good start there.
Yeah, that was really good for the Women's Thunder there.
Absolutely.
Still a minute to go, so they can still do things here. If they win the face-off, there's going to be another good opportunity to score.
Absolutely, absolutely. If they can just keep that puck in the zone, cycle it around a wee bit, and try and get some more shots off. Keenan down to the skipper. Skipper passes to Golding. Protects the puck nicely there, but it gets tangled up in Nelson's stick. Nelson on a breakaway now. Keenan pushing back.
Shot wide.
Good use of the body there from Keenan to try and
Oh,
get a hold of that puck. There's a tangled up, but Abby Hill carries into the Wild zone now. She gets poke checked by a Wild defensewoman who sends it up ice. And obviously no icing because they are on the penalty kill. Held behind the net by Golding now. Golding looking for a breakout option, trying to draw players.
15 seconds to go on the power play.
Up ice to Hill and gets tangled in the centre of the ice. That's a risky way to lose the puck from the Thunder there. It's picked up by Keenan. Laney Keenan, that is. Around the back to Golding. Both teams now back to even strength. Fuller now with it. Beth Scott sitting on the blue line, not quite able to make that pass connect. Kemp with it now. Intercepted by Fuller. That's fantastic work reading that play. She's got Whitney Keenan with a shot.
Oh, shot looked good.
Did look good. Went behind the net. Pressure from Keenan as the Wild carry back up ice. Wild player gets past a few of the Thunder players but drops the puck. And Wild will happily sit on that in the Thunder zone.
The Wild are certainly getting rewarded for their passing in that power play, in their penalty kill, rather.
Yeah, absolutely. They certainly were being rewarded for that. They did well in that penalty kill to avoid a goal. And they send it up ice. They always have that one player ready to receive that stretch pass by the looks of things. And Spooner takes a wee dive, but she's smiling. The Wild now with the puck. Sends it across ice, but no stick able to collect. And the puck gets sent around, picked up by the Wild, who will want to keep this in the zone. Shot off the stick, it's loose. Good protection there from the JD Cabral, keeping that Wild player at bay whilst her attendee was stretched across the net. Puck nudged in by the Women's Thunder. Comes back out though. Lynn with it now. She's going to have to hold it onside, and she does. Dumps it in nicely. Thunder going for a change here, but they're going to have to be quick because these Wild players are fast. And they get it out of the zone. It's picked up by Scott. Scott plays it back. Nice play from Scott there, allowing a D-to-D pass, but caught on a awkward change. Keenan comes out onto the ice, but does well to hold on to the puck. She protects it nicely against the board. You can see how she's represented New Zealand at higher levels. Sticks flying everywhere. It's picked up by Keenan again, who's protecting it. She's got two Wild players on her with no support. Vanal now tries to use the boards, does well. Gets it out of the zone. And some of the Thunder players go for a change, as do the Wild. Puck comes wheeling round. Picked up against the ball. Good pressure from Abby Hill to get control of that. You can see the finesse that she has with her
Oh, that was looking good.
That was looking promising.
Quick pass to Scott in front of the goal. Not to be, though.
Not to be. Nelson now with it. She's got support on the side. Passes back. Comes off the skate. Deflected off the pads. It's picked up by Thunder. The skipper with it now. Looking for an option. Protecting that puck well. Dumps it out into the neutral zone. Giving the defence an opportunity to maybe change, but not quite, as Wild regain possession. The Wild with it now. Passing back. Trying to set something up. Good pressure from Scott. Cross ice pass picked up by 81 for the Wild. Wild with it now, protecting shot.
Oh,
Not quite gloved there by the Thunder Tendy. Protected nicely by Anna Golding, but lost behind the net. Now this is a wee bit hairy here. We've seen the Wild working and cycling that puck round in the Thunder zone before. They're very good with their passing, as you mentioned earlier, Dave.
yeah. Not afraid to use the boards to wheel it around behind the net.
Absolutely not.
Bit of noise from the Wild bench there. They're happy with how the team's playing.
Yeah, it's good pressure from the Wild. We're only in the first period, but they're 2-0 up, and they're dominating that wee part of the play. And Thunder desperately head for a change for some of those players who'd been out there for a while. While with the puck now. It's carried in by Kemp. Kemp gets nudged by Fuller, but protects the puck nicely. It's picked up, held in the high slot before going round deep. Wild still holding on to it. Puck goes through center ice. No one there to connect and take a shot. So the Wild are going to have to regroup in their end of the ice. An attempted pass gets poke checked there by Coe.
Puck sort of stayed with the player there, and the Wild were able to keep possession.
Shot. And covered by Ash Dickinson. Nice work there from the Thunder Tendy. She's doing well to keep Thunder in the game at the moment.
I think the score doesn't represent how hard she's working.
Yeah.
Made a lot of good saves, a lot of good blocks.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with such an experienced forward line for the Wild. And gloved
Another
again.
save.
Just got 22 seconds remaining in the period here, so Thunder are going to definitely want to keep the puck out of the net. You do not want to be going into the changing room in that second period with an extra point that the opposition team scored right at the end.
Certainly not, not in the last 30 seconds.
You do not want to head down. Good pass up ice to Whitney Keenan. Keenan fighting for it now. Loses it to a Wild player. Wheeled round. It's picked up against the boards, but kept in by Fuller. Fuller fighting for it, and the buzzer blows. And that will be the end of the first period for the first game of the NZWIHL in the 2021 season. So a wee bit of a recap, so a wee bit of a rocky start for the Women's Thunder there. 2 quick goals by the Wild early in the period, but they came back. They got their the momentum going, they got some passing going, and looking a little bit sharper at the end of that period.
Absolutely, they had a few good runs in the offensive zone, had a power play, weren't quite able to capitalise on that, but they were also able to keep the puck out of their own net.
Yeah, absolutely. So both teams will head to the changing rooms, and we will take a wee break. We've got about 13 minutes for the groom to happen, and we will see you again shortly. I'm Nicholas Hall.
I'm Dave Worry.
And welcome back here in Dunedin Ice Stadium for the second period of the NZWIHL Game 1. We've got the Dunedin Women's Thunder entering onto the ice now to the beautiful, beautiful sound of AC/DC's Thunderstruck.
I'll never get sick of it, Nick. I'll never get sick of the song.
Absolutely not. It's a great song as a Dunedin supporter. We won't say fan because we are neutral bystanders up here.
Absolutely. And here come the Wakatipu Wild as well onto the ice.
They've had a fantastic first start to their season in the first period with a 2-0.
It works. It works.
It certainly does. 2-0 start in the first period.
Kelly Nelson will be very happy. She's the team captain of the Wild. She's the lead scorer for the Wild since she joined the NZ Women's Ice Hockey League.
Yes, very formidable player. When we saw that in that first period with consistently the Wild seemed to have a player who could either break through the defence of the Women's Thunder and get out in front with their speed, and Wild demonstrated that beautifully. She'd often come down the boards or come through the middle and either set up a play or get a shot on net, and that's actually how the Wild managed to get those first couple of goals.
You can say that again, Nick.
Do you want me to?
And we're off.
And we're off. Face-off won by the Wild, who send it through into the neutral zone. Up to Nelson, who we were just talking about. Good poke check there from Lainey Keenan. In the corner, holding onto the puck, passes back. Shot there from number 82. Wild hold on to the puck. Puck goes flying across the ice. Almost caught on the end of a stick there by Nelson. Nelson holding on to it. She gets past one, she gets past two, and the puck comes out of the zone. Unfortunate there for the Wild, not able to keep that in the zone. I hear the words of some of the coaches for the Women's Thunder yelling forecheck from the bench, and as we were talking about during the intermission, the Thunder seem to be a little bit flat, and they certainly need to get a bit more pumped up to fight quite a formidable team.
I'm sure head coach and assistant coach, they would have kicked the can back in the changing rooms during the intermission.
Yeah, absolutely, and you got to kick the can because there are a lot of games ahead in this weekend for round one on the NZWIHL. Face-off won by the Wild after their icing in the Thunder zone.
Battle against the boards. Someone's lost a stick.
Abby now holding onto the puck. No pressure from anyone. Takes her time. Sources it up into the neutral zone. Wild will have to wait.
Oh.
Picked up by Heel again. Enters the zone. She's got a little bit of a support, but pressured by Wild players. Still holds onto the puck, wheels it round to Scott, puts it out front. Heel tries to keep it in again. Thompson with it now. She's going to try and keep it in the zone. Dumps it deep. Scott not quite able to get on it initially, but she is now behind the net. Sends it up, and it comes out of the zone. It's going to be picked up by Watt. Thunder taking the opportunity to regroup. Fuller picks it up across the boards, picked by Scott. Pass across to Scott, rather, at centre ice, off the stick of Jordan Richmond for the Wild. Scott sends it round. Picked up by Whitney Keenan against the boards, battling hard there to keep it away from the Wild players. It's tangled up against the boards there. Thunder did well there. They've had a bit of opportunity in the zone, but unfortunately only one shot. Good poke check from Thompson there, fighting off the Wild. Hearing a lot more energy from the Women's Thunder bench there now.
It's good to hear, isn't it? Thompson's having a great start to the period as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of possession, a lot of good passes made.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic work. Looks like an almost different team from up here, Dave. Shot from Fuller, and we're talking about how they needed to get more shots on net, and that's exactly what they're doing. Sounds like they would have had a wee bit of a rack up in the changing room between periods.
I think they heard you as they're coming off the ice saying your famous saying, Nicholas Hall, no goals without shots. Or something.
I just repeat what I'm told anyway, Dave. Thunder with it. Lost to the Wild. Wild take a shot. Good block from Dickinson. Wild hold on to the puck, though. Thompson doing well to get it out. It's picked up
Good
by
use of the
Wild.
boards there.
Yep. Watt with it now. She's going to carry it behind the net. Fuller bounces it off the boards. It's going to be picked up by a Wild player. Thunder take the opportunity to change. Wee bit of confusion there. Lynn trying to get back now. Pressuring.
Good pressure from Lynn.
3 Thunder players pressuring the puck carrier. It's loose out front. Comes out into the neutral zone. The Wild are going to
You got to be sweating a little bit there if you're on the goal and seeing a loose puck with your players not really knowing where it is.
You certainly would, especially with so many players there. Nelson with it now. She gets poke checked by Lynn. Wild take a shot, but it's blocked at the feet of Cabral. And glove.
To the glove.
That was fantastic work there from Ash Dickinson. She did well to glove that puck there. She should be very proud of being able to keep that out of the net.
Now, Nick, I've got a question for you. Are you a fan of tucking or untucking your jersey into the pads?
Always untuck. Always. If you want people to be able to see your name, see your number, then it's helpful for the officials on the ice. And also, if you score a goal, it's important for people to be able to give you your stats, I would imagine, if you're into that.
Say my name!
Abby Hill with it now, and she gets pressured by the Wild, who send it back into the neutral zone, but it's going to be picked up by Vanel. Vanel back to Keenan. Keenan's being pressured by the Wild. Sends it back up to Vanel. Vanel holds on to it. Picked up by Hill. Hill across to Scott. Scott crosses the blue line, enters the Wild zone. She's got pressure. She manages to hold on to it, but the puck comes loose. Picked up by Nelson, who's going to come back on the counter-attack. She's carrying it through her own zone now. Trips over, manages to get back up. Keenan keeps it in the neutral zone, tangled up with Vanel. Keenan chasing, tries to block it and keep it in the Wild zone, but unable to. Vanel now in the neutral zone. Sends it round. Thunder take the opportunity to change. A player loses their stick against the gate. That's not good.
That gate's caused trouble in the past, hasn't it?
It sure has. I've seen sticks snap because of that incident down the other end of the ice where the Zamboni is, and it's well known by some of the NZIHL players to keep your stick well away from that hairy little trapdoor.
Good block from Thompson.
Thunder with it now. Sending it round to Whitney Keenan. Nudges it up, tries to get it out, but it's kept in by Mills. Mills with it now. Pressure from the Thunder. Taken behind the net by Golding. Fuller carries out of the zone. She's got support from Keenan. Pass to Keenan. Keenan holds onto it, sends it towards the net. Easily nudged away by Richmond. Fuller keeping it in the zone now. Sent up ice. Texley holds onto it. She's going to send it back deep. Keenan now pressuring the puck carrier.
Good spell of pressure there from the Women's Thunder in the Wild's defensive zone. Sorry.
Lynn holds onto it, keeps it away from the net, and that's exactly what you want from a defensewoman, keeping that puck away from the centre of the ice. Try to get a wraparound there by number 6 from the Wild, but Ash Dickinson saw that one coming. She pulled across the post and managed to get a glove over it.
You're going to have to wake up pretty early to fool Ash Dickinson, aren't you?
Absolutely. She's probably up at 5 o'clock this morning thinking, visualising.
Visualising every shot, every possible shot that could be sent her way.
Yeah.
And it's working. By God, is it working.
You know how it is for a goalie. It is definitely a mental game as well as a physical game. Probably one of the most physical positions out there on the ice. Maintaining that stance with your knees bent, it's got to be draining over a 60-minute stop clock. Texley cross ice pass to Lynn now. Lynn screaming for it. Lynn tries to dump it in, but it comes back out. Texley's going to have to collect that by herself. And she does, and she wins the race there. And so it will be icing of the puck. This is a good start to the second period here for both teams. Not much stoppage, to be honest.
No, it's been very good flow of game.
Yep, there's certainly been a good good amount of flow. And certainly a much more exciting second period.
Absolutely. I think assistant coach Dave Dubnik of the Wakatipu Wild, he won't be as comfortable in his seat watching this as the first period.
Absolutely. Shot there, a couple of shots there, and a wee tip between Lainey Keenan and Abby Hill and Anna Golding. The wee trio there, very experienced.
Very dangerous, and a lot of noise from the Women's Thunder bench. They like what they see there.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when you're tipping a puck that's sent through the air like that. That, as a attendee, is just so hard to predict. It's very difficult to know where that's going to land up, and that getting a goal in that manner will certainly get the heads down for some of the Wild players. And they use the boards to get out of their zone now. That's good work there from Mills. A couple of players tangled up in centre ice, but Golding carries back now, but she's got strong back check from some of the Wild players. Nudged out of the zone by Nelson. You can see that power as she skates through the zone here. Dekes the goalie and scores!
That was an excellent deking, wasn't it?
I think she's been watching a bit too much of Matt Schneider there in the NZWIHL. I've seen him pull that play on the a couple of attendees across the league. It's a beautiful play, that sneaky little soft backhand. You draw the goalie across and
open up that left-hand side rather.
Yeah, exactly. And all you have to do is just nudge it in if you draw the goalie at the right time. And that's exactly what
soft
Kelly
hands.
Nelson did.
Soft hands.
Silky soft hands there from Kelly Nelson. Face-off won by the Wild. So we've now got a 3-0 game to the Wakatipu Wild. Certainly doesn't reflect the effort from the Women's Thunder here in the second period for those who have just tuned in.
Absolutely not.
Good intercept there by Whitney Keenan, but unfortunately lost in the neutral zone. Wild with it now. Sims with a shot. Sims with the puck now.
Tape-to-tape pass.
Up to Keenan, who loses it at her feet. Still has it at her feet, desperately trying to get it in the direction of the net. It comes out of the zone now. Pressure from Kemp. She's on her own. Up to Keenan. Keenan's going to have to skate this one out of the zone. She's got support. She nudges it ahead, unable to get that pass to connect with her fellow teammate. Takes the opportunity to change at the bench. Puck goes deep into the Thunder zone. No icing as the puck hasn't crossed.
Wild change line rather.
And it gets sent all the way back. Icing is waved off. Wild now with the puck. Thompson holds onto it into the neutral zone. She's going to have to dump that in, and that will be an offside. A wee bit unfortunate there for Thompson.
Yeah.
Didn't have many options. Mohammed was pressed tightly against the boards there and desperately trying to stay on side. And
just couldn't do it in the end. A bit unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe dumping it in a little bit earlier would have been a bit more of a safer play. And the puck is dropped in the neutral zone, won by the Wild and wheeled round. Texley can't keep it in. She sends it across to Lynn. Lynn skates deep into the Thunder zone. Puck behind the net. Texley tries to get it out, and it does. It comes through the neutral zone, goes into the Wild zone. Good pressure here. Good forecheck from the Women's Thunder. Wild send it round. It's picked up against the boards, and they chip it up the boards. Abby Hill now pressuring the puck carrier. Good
pressure from Abby Hill.
Fantastic pressure there from the skipper. She certainly saved their bacon there. So I was just thinking about, cook breakfast. It's pretty early in the morning here, but we're certainly excited to be here.
Absolutely.
Now, wheels it round. Picked up by Mohammed. Into the neutral zone. Lynn with it. Crosses the blue line. Heel with it now. Heel dangles one. Dangles two. Hits the back of the skate of Mohammed, which means that players are fighting up against the boards. Texley gets a hold of it. Sends it across to Lynn. Lynn thinks about sending it up ice, but it's picked up by the skipper in the neutral zone. For now with it now off the change. Puck carried behind the Wild net. This is good work from both teams here. It's certainly a much more competitive game, but now the Wild have the puck entering the Thunder zone. in between the pads of Ash Dickinson, who covered that, and don't think she quite knew where that was, but she knew it was tucked underneath somewhere.
Just tucked under her pads,
to bring her legs together and keep that puck in even tighter, and that was good work there, because what you don't want to do, Dave, is send that puck flying back into not knowing where
and it was good to see a Women's Thunder player cover behind the goalie as well, just in case it did get sent behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Clear that puck out. Face-off won by the Wild in the Thunder zone. Fuller's got the puck now, and she's got support. She sends it up ice. It comes off the heel of Coe. Nelson with it, dangles Keenan, sends it up ice, shot, and a goal there. Nelson with the assist, sends it to number 2 for the Wakatipu Wild. And number 2 gets the goal. Unfortunately, I don't have a succinct pro forma of the players to be able to give you the name of that one.
No, we don't, but you know what we can tell you? We can tell you that Faye Sims, who plays D on the Wakatipu Wild, has been playing for the NZ Women's Ice Hockey League for 2 years.
We can tell you that indeed. So I think that might have been Gabby Mills, number 2 there for the Wakatipu Wild. For those of you watching from home, and I think that might be a wee delay of game there as the puck goes into the Thunder bench.
Now, you brought up a cooked breakfast earlier. I'd love to know what you did have for breakfast, Nicole.
You really don't want to know what I had for breakfast, Dave, because in a traditional fashion of a university student, I did go to Macca's on my way through, consistently running late, as I do most mornings. There's nothing better than Fatty Lane down here in Dunedin. If you haven't been there and you are in town watching the games, make sure you head that way, because fast food joints all over there, hence the term Fatty Lane. And the puck gets sent deep into the Thunder territory. Back in the neutral zone now, pressure from Abby Hill. Hill with the puck. It's good stick handling there from the skipper, but she gets tripped. By the looks of it, or clip. Yep. Looks like she's got a wee tripping against one of the Wild players, and she's not happy with that. That's
number 11.
Number 11 there from the Wild. She certainly wasn't happy with that one.
La Framboise, number 11.
So another opportunity for the Women's Thunder here on a power play.
I've got a good feeling about this one, Nick.
You got a good feeling?
Mm-hmm.
We have to do the magic fingers and just wiggle them softly.
It might be the coffee I just had from the Dunedin ice rink, but
getting a bit.
It could be my intuition.
Oh, I see. Could be getting a wee bit caffeinated and a wee bit titchy there. Nelson, good poke check there against Scott. Scott keeping it in. Yeah, lost the puck there for a second, David. I think you did too, as it went flying into the air. But Nelson picks up the puck again deep in the zone, wheels it off the glass.
Not able to keep it in.
Yeah, not able to keep it in. The Women's Thunder there, who do a beautiful Abby Hill to Lainey Keenan. Nice pass, D to D. Keenan with the puck now. Sends it back to Scott, who's covering for her. Hill. This is good passing here from the Women's Thunder. Trying to set up a play here. Keenan with it now. Scott with it now. Shot blocked. Scott doing well to keep it in the zone, and she does with the assistance of Keenan. Shot again, almost in the glove of Richmond.
Excellent opportunities here from the Women's Thunder.
Absolutely.
45 seconds left in the power play.
Shots being fired left, right, and centre, but Nelson's with it now, and she's on a breakaway. The D can't get back in time. There's a shot, and it's blocked by Dickinson, but she can't see where it is. The puck's loose. There's scrambling, and a bit of frustration there for some of the players.
Bit of frustration from Dickinson there.
Yeah, certainly. It's not fun when you're being hacked away when you're trying to cover the puck, and you can see the Women's Thunder consoling her there. And as a consequence, I think we might have another penalty here. But this time it's going to be against the Dunedin Thunder. So Lainey Keenan is going to sit this for Dickinson's frustration. So it's going to be a 4-on-4 here. wee bit of confusion. Wee bit of confusion there on the ice as the Thunder management saw out which players they would like out there. But yeah, certainly not ideal for the Thunder, who had an opportunity there. So they're going to have to have 30 seconds of 4-on-4 against the Wild here. Thunder now trying to keep it out of their zone. They're going to have to work smart here. They're going to have to conserve the energy. Wild with it now. Behind the net, out front.
To a Thunder player.
Watt sends it.
Chip down.
Deep. And that will be icing as the teams are on 4-on-4. Yeah, so a wee bit of confusion there. Where Thunder previously on a power play, they thought they were on a penalty kill, I believe, maybe there. And so tried to send the puck deep down, but as it was 4-on-4, that'll be an icing call.
5-on-4 now, the Wild back to full strength.
Yep, absolutely. So now we have the Wakatipu Wild on a power play for just under a minute 30 now, and we've seen them cycle the puck well before, so it'll be interesting to see what they can achieve here as the puck goes deflecting into the chest of Ash Dickinson.
A bit of frustration on Ash Dickinson's face before, during the penalty, but she's still cool, calm and collected.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's still got her game face on and doing the best that she can for the Women's Thunder. So face-off is going to be taken by Beth Scott for the Women's Thunder against Kelly Nelson. Nelson picks up the puck now as the Wild win the draw. Tangled against the boards. Now this is good killing of time here from the Thunder. That's exactly what they want to be doing. They want to be tying that puck up against the boards where no one can get a shot on. Ooh. Butt block from Abby Hill there. That was good work from the skipper, and I'm sure that certainly hurt. Yeah. It's interesting how players tend to turn around or turn sideways sometimes, and you just think to yourself, well, all that padding's on the front.
Yeah.
So why not use it and take it shin on? And that was a hairy moment there for the Thunder as they send the puck deep into the Wild territory, because that puck was loose a little bit out in front of the net. Wild now skating up through the neutral zone. You can hear skate up from the bench for the Wakatipu Wild as they carry the puck round, looking for that fifth goal. And there's a shot from Kelly Nelson, who's going to take the opportunity to change. And there's a collision between two of the players there, and there will be a delayed penalty.
It's amazing to see how easily the Wild can reset in their own defensive zone and build it up quickly into the offensive zone.
And Richmond comes to the bench to put a sixth player on the ice for that delayed penalty, and as they lose the puck, we will finally see what the call is. It might be a boarding, I believe. Yes, I think that might be it. I think what happened there is one of the Thunder players boarded the other person from the Wakatipu Wild.
I think the photographer just on that gate there, the player gate, would have got an excellent photo.
Oh, no.
Set up perfectly for that.
Yeah, some of those photos will be amazing what you can see, but it's great to see that that the player is doing okay. That was a pretty nasty hit there, but she's smiling on the bench, which is beautiful to see, because we certainly don't want any injuries for our players from across the country.
Absolutely not.
So face off, the draw won by the Thunder, who can't quite get it out of the zone, but managed to now, and they'll be on another penalty kill for 2 minutes. Nelson with it now, holding on to it, carries it deep. She'll be looking for an option, circling around, sends it out front. Shot goes wide. Looking for an option here. Wild happy to take their time, communicating on ice as they cycle that puck round. Fans on the shot, Nelson does. It's going to be carried out now by Coe, who dumps it deep, which is really good from the Women's Thunder there. That's exactly what they'll be looking for. Good pressure to try and keep it in the zone and kill a bit more time. But Nelson comes back now, and she's got a passing lane. Sends it through. Dangles a couple, but can't quite get through. Tied up behind. And the Thunder's shot. It's loose, out front. And the referee blows the whistle.
Players on the Wild not happy with that call.
Yeah, referee certainly believing that players were in the crease there and stopped the whistle as he lost sight of the puck.
Women's Thunder will be relieved. That puck was loose.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, if no one was able to clear that puck out, that could have been a bit of a hairy situation there for the Women's Thunder. As we have a face-off in the neutral zone, the Wild pick up the puck, cycling around looking for an option up to Sims, who played for the Women's Thunder last year, obviously transferred to the Wild. Wild with it now, sends it across the centre of the ice, up to the defence woman. Wild unable to get it in the back of the net. They've been cycling around for a good proportion of this power play now and not quite able to get the puck in the back of the net, but they've kept possession, which is good, and that eventually might lead to a goal with 30 seconds remaining on this power play. Puck sent into the corner. Back to the defence woman. Fans on the pass.
Couldn't quite connect.
Picked up by Lainey Keenan, who almost sends it into the Wild bench, but it comes out, and good pressure from Scott there, who's going to tie that puck up in the corner if she can. Maybe even get a shot off, sends it across ice. Vanel unable to make it connect. Abby Hill desperately tries to keep it in, comes off her skate, comes off her stick, off her skate again as it comes back out to the neutral zone. Thompson tries to send it back up ice. Couple of Wild players tripping over each other behind the camera there. Vanel with it now, and she's got Cove with support.
Just lost the puck forward.
And here comes Mills for the Wild. Poke checked by Thompson. Trips over.
This is looking good for the Women's Thunder.
Picked up by Coe. Tries to drop it back to another player. Thompson with it now. Tries to send it. And it is a delayed offside. Waved off as the Thunder get back onside. Whilst attempting to change. Wee bit of confusion there, but they did well to avoid that call.
Good pressure from Thompson.
Wild players lost her stick up ice, which closes off a passing lane. The Wild looking for options, trying to get it into the Thunder zone. Thompson looking a little bit tired now. She's been working hard, and both teams back at even strength. Maybe she'll get a change if she can just get this puck out of the zone. Thompson with it again. She's the workhorse. Carries it out of the zone. Good work there from Thompson.
Good evasion from the linesman as well.
I love that. Good evasion from the linesman. Lynn with it now. Picked up by Whitney Keenan. Gets past one. Looks like a wee trip or a wee nudge there. Sent narrowly to the left of the net. Puck comes wheeling around, but no Wild players there to receive it. The Wild take the opportunity to change. It's going to be picked up by Lynn against the boards.
Some of these Women's Thunder players have been on the ice for a while, so they'll be very excited for a change.
They'll be very, very excited for a change. And just 30 seconds remaining here. Less than 30 seconds as the puck gets tied up in the Thunder zone. Watts goes down. Nelson with it now. Sends it out front. Shot blocked
Great
by
save.
Ash Dickinson and sent back across the ice. Fantastic work there from the Thunder Tendy, who will just try and hold on. Shot again with someone there to tip in front from the Wild. And that
good pressure
will bring us to the end of the second period. What a exciting end there in
Absolutely.
that second period.
Great saves by Ash Dixon.
Yeah, fantastic there. She had quite a few shots in quick succession there and managed to keep it out of the net, and I think she'll be very happy with that after her frustration earlier.
Yeah.
And we see the Wakatipu Wild head straight to the changing rooms to go and have their second and third period intermission chat. Dave Dubnick giving me a wee thumbs up there from the bench. It's fantastic to see him back here in Dunedin. He's been involved with the coaching for what was previously the Southern Storm for a long time now, and it's great to have him back here
Absolutely.
in Dunedin.
Fun fact about Dave, he likes table making, sunbathing and fishing.
There you go, table making.
Yeah,
Maybe he can.
I'm not sure whether that's Excel spreadsheet tables or a physical table, but
I think he's a handyman. I reckon he's a bit of a tradesman. So I reckon he could hook me up with a nice flat table in Dunedin, or
Yeah,
maybe a
yeah.
bed base for you, Dave.
Well, I found a bed base. I need legs now. So if anyone listening has legs for a standard mattress, please get in touch.
Please get in touch. There's Dave Borry here, and I'm Nicholas Hall. We're going to take a wee break here, and we will see you back in about 10 minutes. Alrighty, welcome back here to Dunedin Ice Stadium for the third and final period of the NZWIHL. We have some noise going on in the stadium as the president of the Dunedin Ice Hockey Association rallies the members here this morning, and hopefully it isn't coming through the microphone too much, as it is exceptionally loud.
It is booming.
It is booming. The deep, dulcet tones of
Simon Hipton-Stall.
Yeah, exactly right. And
he's handing the microphone back to DJ Teddy right now, so
yeah,
he has the safe.
DJ Teddy certainly needs to take that off his hands because, my lord, the officials were blocking their ears as they came onto the ice. I'm not sure they appreciate it much, but I think everyone watching here in Dunedin certainly did.
Absolutely.
And so we've got a 4-0 game to the Wakatipu Wild. We've got Jordan Richmond in net there for the Wakatipu Wild and Ash Dickinson for the Dunedin Women's Thunder, as both teams head to centre ice to face off. And puck drop, sent back to the Wild. And the neutral zone now. The Wild have it.
That ice looks good, doesn't it?
It does. I was just thinking that myself, Dave. There's nothing like a soft groom and some beautiful ice to skate on in the early hours of your Saturday morning. And we've had some, as the Wild set up here, I was about to say that we've had some wonderful comments in the live stream channel below. Please keep them coming. Tell us what you like and what you'd like to improve, and we'll do the best that we can.
Absolutely. Tell us what you had for breakfast.
Yes, tell us what you had for breakfast. I'd love to know what other athletes out there have, because I certainly am not one.
How many Weet-Bix?
How many Weet-Bix, exactly. And the Wild try to keep it in the Thunder zone. It's going to be picked up by Abby Hill against the boards here. She's going to skate behind the net as they attempt to break out. Sends it up and just out into the neutral zone, and Fuller's going to collect it, but she nudges it across from the half ice mark. As it picked up by the Wild. Lost behind the net, but picked up again. Sent back up on the breakout. Centre ice pass. Not quite able to make it connect. As Thompson now picks up the puck deep in the Thunder zone.
Thompson on some fresh legs.
Fresh legs, yep, certainly.
Was working hard at the end of last period.
She was looking a wee bit tired, keeping all those pucks out with the support of Ash Dickinson. And there she goes again. Tries to centre it up to someone, but no one there to collect. Joey Lynn from the Thunder on pursuit now, pressuring the Wild.
Those are wheels.
Puck gets wheeled round. It's going to be picked up by a Wild player. She's going to send it down. Lost in centre ice. Carried by the Wild now. It's number 12 for the Wakatipu Wild. Takes a shot off the back of the boards. Picked up by number 6 now. Mills, I believe. Good block there from Ash Dickinson as Joey Lynn carries the puck. Up. Picked up in the neutral zone. Lost again. Texley keeps it out. Players tangled, falling down up against the Thunder bench as the puck gets sent deep. Picked up by Texley now. She'll be looking for an option. Tries to wheel it around, but no one's there to collect. Wee bit of confusion there amongst the Thunder. Wild at the point. Shot towards the net. It's loose. And Ash Dickinson covers the puck. There was a wee bit hairy there for the Thunder. Certainly not what we saw coming off at that second period there, Dave.
Absolutely not.
And we'll have a face-off in the Thunder zone. Face-off sort of won by the Thunder as Ash Dickinson covers the puck. And the referees blow the whistle.
Here comes the Canterbury Inferno just arriving to the rink. They're eyeing up the competition.
Yeah, they certainly will be. They're also an incredibly strong team that's been quite dominant in years that have gone by. Up ice now. Thunder lose the puck. Hill desperately trying to get for a change, but she's going to have to skate hard back into the Thunder zone to keep that puck out of harm's way.
And she's done well there.
Texley now. Wee bit of confusion up against the boards. Puck fluttering around. Hill flicks it up ice, touches the stick of a Wild player, and Thunder go for a change. As it touched the stick of one of the Wild players, there'll be no icing call there as it went deep into the Wild zone.
Puck kept in the offensive zone for the Women's Thunder.
Comes out now. Thunder looking for an option there. Hill flicks it up the boards. And she's going to try go for a change as the Wild circle round on the counter-attack. Picked up by 81, who has been playing well. Nick Hall, whoever you are. Nick Hall, commentary supporter, listening online. As Ash Dickinson covers the puck there for the Women's Thunder.
For those listeners in Queenstown, the Wakatipu Wild have a fundraiser on August 29th at Otutahi Tattoo, 45 Camp Street, Queenstown. Sausage sizzle, I believe.
Oh, Kiwi classic that one is, Dave.
Absolutely. And flash tattoos, $50 to $100. Nothing like a sausage sizzle and a tattoo to start your Saturday.
And Nelson now with the puck behind the net. Shot from 81. As we mentioned earlier, she's been playing fantastically well, and you can see that there. She's rewarded with a goal with the assist from Kelly Nelson.
That you can.
Both girls skating towards the Wakatipu bench.
Get some knuckles.
Cheered on by Dave Dubnick up there, waving his arms as assistant coach. It's fantastic to see one of our NZIHL commentators supporting the women here, along with Colin McIntosh, Stampede player. It's fantastic to see so much support for these ladies out here this morning.
Absolutely.
So we've got a 5-0 game here to the Wakatipu Wild. They'll be feeling pretty comfortable at this stage. The real question is whether or not the Women's Thunder will be able to get themselves some goals before the end of
I
the
believe they'll get on the board.
I'm wearing my lucky socks, Dave, because it's always nice to see both teams have some scoring opportunities.
I was wondering what that smell was.
And that will be icing of the puck there against the Wild.
What I didn't realise until recently was Jordan Richmond, who's in the tendy for the Wild, is the sole goaltender for the Wild this season. So that's going to be a lot of minutes for her.
Yeah,
a lot of ice time.
That's really interesting there, Dave. Yeah, certainly. We're certainly hoping that there's no injuries for her, because that would certainly make it a wee bit of a rocky season there for the Wild.
I wonder who gets in goal if there is an injury.
I don't know. Surely there must be someone they could call upon, but at this stage they've clearly selected just to have one travelling goalie.
When you're that good, you only need one goalie.
Oh, I wouldn't go so far to say that, as there's a big open ice collision between the Wild and the Thunder. Wild with the puck, holding on to it now. Shot blocked off by the pads of Ash Dickinson. She did well there. Pressure from Keenan. Keenan's going to tie this up against the boards. Lynn goes into support. Lainey Keenan with the puck now. Sends it up off the boards. Down ice. And the Wakatipu Wild are going to win that race. And that will be icing of the puck. Officials keeping the Thunder players that were on the ice for this play. We've just got under 15 minutes remaining here for the third period at Dunedin Ice Stadium. Dunedin Women's Thunder would like to thank some of their sponsors, ProFlow, Plumbing and Gas, Awesome Sports, and Ice Hockey Otago, and we'll be back with more later on as play continues. Texley with the puck in the corner now. Texley holding onto the puck, so wheels it round. It's picked up by Keenan. Lainey Keenan protecting the puck nicely against the boards there. She's got limited options. Sends it nicely to the boards where Ko was able to receive it and not able to make that pass connect with Lynn. And it will be another icing. Now that is unfortunate there for the Women's Thunder. just desperately trying to nudge on that puck in the neutral zone.
I'm sure they didn't think that the puck would have that much gas to make it past the red line, but unfortunately it did. No icing for the.
That is unfortunate. And Whitney Keenan for the Women's Thunder facing off against number 13 for the Wild. And she wins the draw, tries to get the puck out of the zone. Wild pick it up. It's loose out front. Texley sends it up ice. It could be another icing, but it's waved off. The Wild trying to get out of their zone now as fresh legs come on for the Thunder. They'll be hungry. There's a shot. It's blocked. Deflects up funny.
Puck still loose. Behind the net now.
Sent round. Abby Hill trying to keep it in the zone, but unable to. So Thompson's going to carry that deep for the Thunder. Wheels it back up. Caught at the skates of the official as Hill is in hot pursuit. She's going to carry that round behind the net now. Protecting that puck nicely. Going to try to get it out, but she regroups.
Makes a bit of space.
Looking for an option. She's going to carry it out into the neutral zone now herself. She's carrying it through the neutral zone. She crosses the blue line. Loses it as 3 Wild players converge on her. Sent up ice by the Wild. The Wild carry across the blue line. It's Nelson. Shot straight into the chest of Ash Dickinson.
Great save.
Was fantastic work from the Women's Thunder, Tendi.
Abby Hill was flying up the ice with the puck there.
Yeah, she's a fantastic skater, Abby Hill. You can just see how she protects that puck so beautifully as she twists and turns on her edges on that ice. It's amazing to watch, certainly. Face off in the Thunder zone, won by the Wild. Sent deep into the corner. Nelson picks it up behind the net. Nelson with it now. Holds onto the puck. Wild trying to generate a 6th scoring opportunity here. Holmquist now, number 81, gets through 4 Thunder players, takes a shot, comes out of the glove of Dickinson, who then gloves it again. That was fantastic work from number 81 from the Wakatipu Wild.
And fantastic work from our DJ here at the Dunedin Ice Stadium.
Absolutely, it's fantastic to have so much noise in the stadium, and I'm being a wee bit distracted by the music here, Dave, because that is a fantastic song in the background. Thank you to DJ Teddy, who is covering this weekend. Scott with it now, carries through the neutral zone, into the Wild zone, trying to hold on to that puck, but she's tied up against the boards there with support from Vanau. Watt with it now, takes a shot.
Just wide, just to the left
of Richmond. Golding tries to keep it in, but Kemp gets past her. Kemp carrying the puck in the zone now. Good work there from Watt to keep Kemp away from the player coming down the other side in the back door. Watt behind the net now. Watt sends it up ice to Scott.
Great pass.
Beautiful pass. Great tape-to-tape pass. As Scott takes a shot from the blue line, blocked by Richmond. Good pressure there from the Thunder. Forward. Carried by the Wild now on the counter-attack. Just skates past several players. Keenan and Scott working together to protect that puck. Scott looking a little bit tired now after that breakaway, but she's doing well to carry the puck into the Wild zone. There's an opportunity as she senses it, but Coe unable to make it connect. And Keenan unable to get it through as it sits in front of Richmond.
Excellent. Bit of a funny bounce off the boards there.
Yes, as the puck flutters into the neutral zone. Thompson protects it. This is good work from the Thunder here. They've got 10 minutes remaining in the third period, and they're certainly showing that they're not giving up yet. Lainey Keenan with it now. She shoots, goes behind the net.
When I think of the Women's Thunder, I think of words such as tenacious, never giving up, and they're certainly showing that right now.
Absolutely. Good
Got
spirit.
a lot of pressure.
Good spirit from these ladies here in Dunedin Ice Stadium. Keenan tries to poke check. Beaten by a Wild player. Wild seen it. Comes off the skate of Keenan. Redirected out front as Thompson clears it from the zone. Pass back. D pass there. Up to the winger, who doesn't connect. Here with it now. She flickers it down. Ice picked up in the neutral zone. Fuller tries to get a piece of it. Golding with it now. Golding skating up now.
Lost the puck.
Wee bit tangled up there as skates touch. Hill setting up plays again, but intercepted by number 11 from the Wild. Coming in now. Attempted poke check. Ash Dickinson stops that, blocks that. It's picked up by Anna Golding, who protects the puck well, doing well to look after her tendy there, get it out of the zone. Fuller with it now. Gets tangled at the skates of number 2 from the Wild. Tied up against the boards there. Vanell's in there. Thunder desperately trying to keep it in their Wild zone, but they're unable to as the Wild come back on a counter-attack up against the boards. Here comes number 81 again. Centering. Shot into the top right corner.
Great pass from 81. Scored by number 2. I can't quite see the numbers there. Sorry, the names, rather.
Yeah, it certainly is tricky at times, and we'll do our best to try and...
But that was a great play.
2.
Sims.
No, number 2, that's Gabby Mills there at just 18 years of age. Fantastic work there from the young Wild player. So 6-0 to the Wakatipu Wild here. Texley with the puck now. Thunder certainly not giving up. As it's picked up by Wild, that's risky. 81 with it again, and 22 sends it in, but it bounces off the medal work there. And the referees say no goal, but the Wild...
They want it.
They wanted that. They thought they had that, but the referee's adamant that that's not in the net. Maybe you can go back and replay that and tell us what you think.
Tell us in the comments.
We'd love to have a TMO down here, some kind of camera video opportunity.
Dave Dubnik didn't look very happy with that, but he still had a smile on his face.
I've never seen that man without a smile, that's for sure. And the Wild send it in, having to come back across the blue line to stay onside. It's picked up by Keenan. Keenan sends it round to Lynn. Unable to connect, so it's picked up by Wild defensewoman. Sims with it. Passes it to Watt. Watt trying to get it out of the zone, and she does. Pressure from Keenan. Sent up off the boards. Lynn picks it up again. Nudges it back to Keenan. Keenan tries to send it to Coe, but Coe takes a wee tumble in the neutral zone, so the Wild come back on a counter-attack. Wild with the puck now. Circling behind the net, trying to center it. It comes straight through several players. Shot off the shins of the other Keenan.
Caught on the chest.
This is good pressure from the Wild here.
It is. And
good defense from the Thunder as they try to keep another goal out of the net. There's a loose player though. Shot off the pads of Watt, the shin guards that is. Thunder starting to look a wee bit tired. A wee bit of puck watching going on. And 2 players go to collect the puck in their zone. Unable to clear it, so pressure from the Wild will continue.
They are looking tired. They'll be looking to have a wee change soon.
Yep. And the puck narrowly makes it into the neutral zone. And the players head to change, but it's just dumped straight back in by the Wild. Some of them do take the opportunity to change, which hopefully will give Thunder the opportunity to get this out of the zone as their defense tie up the play. It's sent out across the blue line.
Bit of relief for the Women's Thunder there.
Yeah. And sent straight back in. So Women's Thunder have a few fresh legs here. Can they break out? They've been in the zone for a long time now.
A long spell of uninterrupted play here.
Absolutely. And Kate Vanell now enters the neutral zone and sends it deep into the Wild zone. And that will be a sigh of relief for the coaches on the Women's Thunder bench. Deep in the Wild zone, protecting the puck there. It's going to come round. Good work reading the play there from Abby Hill.
Keeping it in.
Fuller with it now. She sends it back behind the net, but it's picked up by the Wild. Hill's going to have to keep it in again if Thunder want to get a goal here.
Still some scoring opportunities for the Thunder here. Abby Hill's doing an excellent job keeping it in the offensive zone.
Up against the boards, big hit up ice, intercepted by Anna Golding, but she's got pressure.
Manages to keep onto the puck.
Sends it to Hill. Hill will flick it across. Golding gets a touch on it, but pressure from the Wild. Still manages to hold on to it though. Back to Hill, back to Golding.
Good passing here from the Women's Thunder.
Back to Scott, who was covering in D for Golding. It's going to be intercepted by Nelson, who's going to carry in as her players come back on side. 81 picks it up now. Dangles one, dangles two, takes a shot into the chest of Abby Hill, who dives on it.
Abby Hill having an excellent game here.
Absolutely. As the puck's sent across the ice. Nelson against Keenan. The puck comes out of the zone. And it's sent back. Good communication there from Nelson as she covers D. Up to 81. 81 coming down the left wing there. Tries to dangle, gets caught. Nelson picks it up and takes a shot.
Off the stick of Dickinson.
Dickinson. Puck comes out of the zone now. Into the Wild zone. And
Thunder players making some changes.
Be no icing call as the puck slowed before reaching the red line. Wild carry through the neutral zone now. Getting past several players deep in the zone. There's players in front of the net. They centre it, but no one is there to collect.
Kept in the zone by number 8, Kemp.
Number 8, Kemp. Wheeled behind the net. It's going to be picked up by Nelson, who protects the puck nicely there. Nelson accidentally nudges it backwards. Shot, which is blocked. Outcry from the Wild bench after that shot there as Nelson holds onto the puck behind the net.
4 minutes to go in the...
Oh, and that was a fantastic goal there from Kelly Nelson.
Top right.
And if you play that back there for those of you watching online, you can see Lainey Keenan desperately trying to push one of the Wild players out of the vision and the eyesight of Ash Dickinson. And as a consequence of being tied up in that play, it left one other defenseman to protect that net with Ash Dickinson, and it ended up in the Wild scoring a goal.
Abby Hill consoling Ash Dickinson there. Always good to console your goaltender. You want to keep them happy.
Absolutely. You certainly want to keep their spirits up. So it's a 7-0 lead to the Wakatipu Wild here for the first game of the NZWIHL. Up to Golding now. Golding hungry to get a goal past Richmond, who is looking towards a potential shutout.
There's 3.5 minutes left in the third period, so if the Thunder want to get on the scoreboard, they're going to have to do it very, very soon.
That's exactly right, but they're in the right end of the ice now as Scott holds on to the puck against the boards. Golding
did well to keep the puck there.
Yeah, showing her experience in the sport of ice hockey.
Oh, nice.
Fuller keeps it in the zone there. Vanell that now tries to pass back to Fuller, but it's picked up by the Wild as the D for the Thunder take a change. Good strong back check here from Scott. Texley tries to stop the play. Scott picks it up and sends it back up to Texley. Not
bit
quite
of pressure here from 5.
able to make it connect. Scott with it now. She's been working hard all game. She's going to try to get a shot off. She sends it off the pads of Richmond, who saw that coming and takes a change. Big cross-ice pass picked up by the Thunder, but Perseverance pushes that puck through for the Wild, and it's picked up by Texley, who bounces it off the boards into the neutral zone. The puck loose in the neutral zone now as Thompson collects it. Lost at the feet of Coe, who passes up to Keenan. Whitney Keenan with it now, tries to get past one of the Wild players as Thompson fights for it with her in up against the boards. Players go down. Hands in the air to show no malicious intent there from Whitney Keenan.
The Women's Thunder certainly want it. They're spending a bit more time and closer to...
Puck was sitting there for an awfully long time. Query delay of game there. Thompson still fighting for it. certainly intent here from the Thunder to make sure they don't let off the gas in the remaining 1 minute 30 seconds as 81 picks it up again in the neutral zone. Skates in now. Tries to dangle and gets blocked by Thompson. Sends it out to the zone. Kelly Nelson across to...
Always dangerous when Kelly Nelson has the puck of the Wakatipu Wild.
Certainly is, and it's loose out front now, and Ash Dickinson's fending for herself as sticks come flying in, and she covers the puck with just over a minute remaining. Now this is round 1 of the NZWIHL. We've got a second round in a couple of weeks' time and a multitude of games over the course of the weekend. So make sure you stay tuned in, rather.
Stay changed and stay tuned.
Stay changed and stay tuned.
As they say down here in Dunedin.
Muhammad sends it, tries to send it through the neutral zone, fighting for it. Wild. Sending it up ice, trying to stay onside. Nelson across 81. He almost takes a tail shot, just narrowly missing the left-hand side of Ash Dickinson. Picked up by the Wild again. Keenan fighting for it, flicks it ahead to Watt. Watt can't get a bit of it.
81 catches it.
Nelson with it now against the boards. Evades Watt, holds onto the puck, centres it to 81, takes a shot.
Buries in the back of the net.
And as number 2, Gabby Mills, it touches her skate. She's gesturing to the ref there, thinking that it deflected off her skate as 81 took the shot after Kelly Nelson centred that pass. So 3 players involved with that play there, bringing the Wild to an 8-0 lead with just 15 seconds remaining in this third and final period of the opening game of the NZWIHL.
Number 81 of the Wild, Holmquist, she'll be pretty happy with herself. I think that's her second or third goal of the game.
She's certainly been involved with a lot of plays, and a lot of players that haven't scored goals as well, so definitely a player to watch out for in the remainder of the season. Seen up ice to Kemp, who carries it through the neutral zone. Pressure from Keenan here. Tries to tie her up. Muhammad coming down a wee bit too low there as a winger, and that will be the end of the first game of the NZWIHL.
Excellently played game by the Wakatipu Wild and the Women's Thunder.
Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly an exciting way to start my weekend, Dave. I don't know about you.
Oh, I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat, Nicholas Hall.
Absolutely. And with no stick and puck today, what better could we think of doing other than coming down to support our female players and commentate?
I feel like I'm actually learning more watching this hockey game than doing stick and puck myself, you know?
Oh, I see. You certainly do learn a lot when you're involved with volunteering. So make sure you do get involved and help out in some way, shape or form for whatever club you're from across New Zealand.
Remember to go follow NZWIHL on Instagram. It is at NZWIHL, and that will keep you updated with all the latest women's hockey and New Zealand news.
Absolutely, and make sure you check out the new website, which has recently dropped. Very similar, it's just www.nzwihl, as similar to the men's league. And the players will line up on the blue line to salute each other after a hard-fought game from both teams. The score certainly doesn't reflect how, as you described earlier, tenacious the Women's Thunder were.
Absolutely. Some standout players for the Women's Thunder for me would be Thompson and number 15.
Yeah, absolutely. And certainly a few standout players there from the Wakatipu Wild. Nelson always has a fantastic game.
Holmquist, 81.
Absolutely. And Richmond with her shutout in net as the officials talk at centre ice to present the players of the game. And it's going to be Thompson, by the looks of it, number 4 from the Women's Thunder, being congratulated for her efforts. And Gabby Mills, number 2. Certainly two names from the Wakatipu Wild. 2 names from each team, which I'm sure you've heard a lot on the commentary. They certainly were standouts on our eyes. So I certainly would agree with that, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, wholeheartedly. wholeheartedly.
Yeah. And players will exchange handshakes at centre ice. They know each other well. They're some of those players, especially the Tendies, who both play in the local league in Dunedin.
And like you said earlier, Nick, this is the first season that the Wild are in the NZWIHL. Second, sorry.
Yeah.
I get my numbers confused sometimes. So a lot of these players would have played together on the same team before.
Yes, certainly will. And they will know each other as well. There are players who have been involved with Ice Ferns and play for different regions, and so they all know each other as well. So it's a wee bit of a reunion and a wee bit of a reuniting of rivalries for those that have versed each other previously in seasons gone by.
Absolutely, and I'm sure we'll see these more of these rivalries ignite over the weekend as we've got more games to come.
That's exactly right. And so as our teams shake hands with officials and each other to say thank you for a hard-fought game, that makes me wonder when the next game will be.
I would wonder the same thing. Obviously, we'll have the wee Zamboni go over, get a new ice. I believe it's the Canterbury Inferno.
Yep, I think you're right, Dave. So at 10:45, we have the Canterbury Inferno versus the Auckland Steel. Dave and I will be back to provide some commentary for that and hopefully create a exciting atmosphere. And Nelson is saying thank you for the commentary.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Which is great to hear. That's all it takes, a wee bit of thanks.
That's why we do it.
Exactly right. And the Thunder thanking those that have come down early in their Saturday morning to watch a game. A hard-fought game for sure. So 10:45, Canterbury Inferno versus the Auckland Steel. That will be one that you certainly will not want to miss.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a break.
We're going to go get a waff. We'll let you know how it goes.
We're going to get a waff. We're going to get Dave's car back, and then we will be back with the commentary. So hopefully the live stream won't start earlier than expected. I'm Nicholas Hall.
I'm Dave Borry. And you're listening.